I just recently saw this movie, and actually, in the theater, there was a guy who was smoking with an e-cig. Why the hell are you doing that? At least it's an e-cig, not an actual cigarette. Man, whatever, it didn't hurt the film that much. Spy is written and directed by Paul Feig. Stars Melissa McCarthy, Jude Law, Rose Byrne, Nelson Janey, Jason Statham, and is about like basically there's this plot involving like a guy involving like a CIA desk operative, like a person, kind of like like a psych death, like a person, like this is a person like Melissa McCarthy plays Susan Cooper, CIA agent who deals with like helping like aiding agents involving like surveillance and knowing what to do and warning them of impending danger. And unfortunately, there's this one villain played by Rose Byrne who's a huge bitch. Oh man, seriously, she's a huge bitch. Sorry guys, I zoned out a little bit. It's really funny. Sorry guys, I'm going straight to it. Also stars, Miranda Hart, Bobby, Cannavale. Campbell, it's spelled Cannavale. And it's about like this desk, like a CIA analyst named Susan Cooper, who's like desk bound, who kind of helps with surveying agents. And one played by Jude Law. What the hell's his name? Son of a fucking bitch. Sorry. Bradley Fine. Cool. Like he gets captured. Like unfortunately, there's a plot involving going around this guy named Bayanov, or whatever his last name is. I don't know how to pronounce it. He's selling this nuclear weapon, but and of course since he's not accidentally killed during a mission. Sorry, I'm spoiling, guys, but to be honest, this movie is not very incredibly successful, but it's still making money. And I do think a good amount of people saw it and enjoyed it. But of course, it goes to Rose Byrne, who plays Rina Boyanov. I don't know how to pronounce that. Spelled Boyanov. Boyanov. Try and pronounce that. I forgot it while I was watching the movie. It's pretty sad, actually. Oh man. So as a result, since of course she knows every active agent, really, like all these field agents, like she knows about them. As a result, they can't really send anyone after them because they'll be killed instantly. So CIA is forced to send Susan to infiltrate. Like unfortunately, she's supposed to track and report. She's not supposed to really do anything, but of course you know what happens. Duh. As a result, shit ensues, and one of my favorite comedies of this year. Now, when I was looking for this movie, I thought I was a little skeptical because we've all seen so much of Melissa McCarthy, and from what I heard, she has just been getting so much bad press for Tammy. Got bad reviews. It wasn't very successful. It was successful at the box office, but not really that successful. And unfortunately, people are just growing tired of her, just like we are of Kevin Hart. I didn't like Right Along. Anyways, I was a little skeptical, but once the early reviews started posting from all these test screenings, I got more excited because, why not? Good reviews. Let's go. Also, it is Paul Feig. I love Bridesmaids. I really like The Heat. It's not fantastic, but yeah. And I think it's the third film collaboration between Paul Feig and Melissa McCarthy, and that really shows they bring out the best in one another. What is my favorite of all? I think they so far made a trilogy. What's my favorite of this trilogy? Bridesmaids. 5 out of 5. That movie's hilarious. And what do I think of The Heat? I found The Heat pretty funny, but overall it's not that fantastic. And I did find it pretty funny, but I don't know, I'm still a little debating between The Heat and Spy because they're both really good. Because they're both great. They're really funny comedies, and I had a lot of fun with them. I think I'm going to need to go back and watch The Heat to have fun with, in order to check, see which one I think is better. So far, you can obviously agree Bridesmaids is the first one. What did I think of this movie? It's a pretty funny spy comedy. It's one of my favorite comedies of the year so far. Is it my could it be my favorite? I don't know, it might be. The other comedies I've seen are really like While We're Young, but there is another comedy coming out, and that is... That's better. Inside Out. Inside Out undeniably is a comedy. It's a pure anime comedy, so it still counts. It qualifies. Do I think it'll be better? Based on the reviews, yeah. I love Pixar. I like to see something. I want to see something original from them again. We all desperate to see an original project from them. Enough of the sequels and the prequel. Give us the original projects. Could I see an opening day tomorrow? I don't think so. Now, okay, this may not be posted today. Like on Thursday, I shot this on Thursday. That's if you get it on Friday or anything, that will be proof. I'll just tell you when I shot it, and also I'll tell you I shot on Thursday in the description below. That's if it's posted on a Friday, which I think it will be. Sorry, I just ate some food. The weirdest thing is, there was actually like 6 to 8 people in my theater, and this was a 5:10 showing. We all agree everyone's just flocking to Jurassic World. And actually, I think I'm going to do an update on that for my box office predictions. I think Jurassic World might beat Inside Out. Yeah, I might, but whatever. At least Inside Out will be successful. It will be number 2 at least. Number 1, that could be surprising. It is somewhat possible, but at the same time, it's not. I find it ridiculous. And you asked, I was looking forward to this movie more. I mean, I thought it was pretty. I actually thought it was a lot more funny because I mean, I'm very desensitized, like everyone is now. We're living in a time where we're basically being desensitized to everything. Quoting Mark from Fanboy Flicks here. I agree with him. I do. Yeah, but luckily I cheered up a little bit, and I enjoyed the trailers more. It just looked funny. It didn't look that funny, but I still thought it looked entertaining, and it looked like it was worth the watch. What do I think of this movie? It's really funny. It's very funny. I enjoyed a lot of the jokes, but unfortunately, this movie was not hilarious as I hoped. Unfortunately, one thing that disappointed me is that some of these gags that they had in the movie would just sometimes drag for a little too long, and also sometimes it just really would become more awkward or really become more stale. And while sometimes I would still laugh, it just didn't hit anymore. It didn't have that punch. It just kept going. It didn't know when to end, which is a little sad. But still, I laughed a lot. I laughed a lot throughout this movie. I didn't laugh as much. I think I laughed more than While We're Young, so I think this is the best comedy I've seen so far this year, though it may change with Inside Out. You'll know when I do a review for that. I thought this movie was really funny. I laughed a lot of times. It had a lot of crazy shit. It had a lot of great jokes, and I laughed my ass off. Paul Feig knows what he's doing. Paul Feig. I mean, the biggest problem with this movie. That's the one problem with this movie. Another thing is this isn't new. If you're looking for something new, I didn't really care for anything new. I just wanted to have fun, and I did. I had a lot of fun. We've all seen spy movies. Even if we haven't, we all know the cliches, and they're really in there. Double spies. Twists and turns. Friends are actually foes. Foes are actually friends. Also, the progression for Melissa McCarthy's character. But to be honest, I didn't really care. Also, big finale and shit, cool action, and overall, it's just, it's just whatever. I like Melissa McCarthy. I think she's really funny in this movie. She's one of her best roles. Bridesmaids is still the best. She killed it. This movie's actually kind of cool. There's some pretty good... let me go to the acting. The acting is pretty good. I do like Melissa McCarthy. She's very likable. She's not very confident, but she does become a badass. And to be honest, she kicks a lot of good ass. I like that. She was very entertaining to see. And overall, I was pretty satisfied with the action sequences. They're actually really good, especially when you have Jason Statham. This is a guy people will be talking about Because Statham, this guy's done comedy before. He's done Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch. 5 out of 5. I haven't seen Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels yet, though I will one day. What I liked about that film is that it's very... What I like about him is that he tries to come off as a badass. So there's one scene which he really just shows off a clumsy side of him that I actually think is a lot funnier than when I laughed in the theater. And he's an entertaining character. He's really entertaining. Sorry if this grosses you out. It's a really funny movie, like I said. He's a really funny character. I mean, I really enjoyed a lot of him. He really made me laugh my ass off. And as a whole, I really had fun. He was a very entertaining character, none of a doubt. He did some cool action sequences, but also just constantly being a show off and pissing off Melissa McCarthy and the back and forth between these people was fantastic. They had some great dynamics. The conversations in this movie are also pretty funny, though I do think Melissa McCarthy drags them on a little too long, and I feel like that she tries the best to extend them and try to hit that punchline, but she tries a little too hard. So unfortunately, that's a little bit of a cripple to the film. The problem is it happens too much, and I feel like it would have been fine if it happened a few times, but I thought there was just a little too many. There was way too recurring, and overall, it was kind of dumb. But as a whole, I laughed. There were some cool action sequences. Melissa McCarthy's actually kind of a badass, and overall, I had fun. Allison Janney, she's the CIA head, like her boss. She's funny. None of a doubt. Sorry. She, none of a doubt, is very cold. She's humorless, and she creates a lot of laughs by being way too serious. And I thought she's also very mean. But none of a doubt, I thought she was one of the most entertaining, one of the funniest characters in the movie. Rose Byrne. She's in movies all the time now. And is that getting a little tiresome? Yeah. She's actually in Sunshine, the underrated Danny Boyle film. I give that a 4.5 out of 5 because even though the ending was a little disappointing, and the last third became a slasher flick, I still thought it was a pretty good film. Very visually stunning, a great cast, very intelligent action. And overall, it's a pretty interesting idea of science of actual science, and of course, man modifying nature. Fundamentalism. Pretty cool. Check it out. Something like that. Rose Byrne. This is one of her best performances. She was awesome. She was a major bitch. Seriously, she was a major bitch. She's hateful. And she also says she's just completely cold and emotionless. And yes, I never really see her smile. She's fucking awesome. She's incredibly cold. She's very, very fucking mean. Sorry to discuss you. Once again, I'm apologizing. But seriously, she makes me laugh my ass off. Because I was like more inside than outside, but still, I could not stop laughing at some points. There's even one scene involving like a camera. I'm not going to spoil anymore. It's just like when they're switching through photos on the camera, they get to some that are whoa. Both whoa and very funny. Rose Byrne, like, she's fucking hilarious. Like, she's awesome. Rose Byrne truly made me laugh my ass off. She's a villain that's just so cold and so awful. For some reason, you hate her, but you're still entertained. Miranda Hart, is that who it was? Because I don't really know, actually, who plays her friend. Miranda Hart plays Nancy, who is her friend. That's Susan's friend. She was entertaining. She's very much naive, and especially when you're being a first-time field agent. She's also really entertaining. I really enjoyed her. Yeah. You even got a cameo from Ben Falcone as a tourist. Seriously, is this going to be a checklist for Paul Feig movies now? Also, the gadgets. There's not a lot of them, but they are kind of cool. She doesn't have a lot of gadgets, but I mean, she is a first-time field agent, so they probably restrict her, unfortunately. But also, she's not supposed to be infiltrating them. She's supposed to observe and report and all that shit. Well, not going to observe, just really infiltrate and report it. I laughed a lot of times, and overall, I thought I had a lot of fun. This movie actually surprised me a bit with its R rating. It actually is not only is it sometimes a little bit risque in terms of what it's showing, but overall it is pretty damn funny. There's a lot of F-bombs. And they're actually just pretty violent. Something I think is also had a use of slow motion. I enjoyed it throughout. And really, this movie kept me laughing. This movie was very funny, but unfortunately it wasn't hilarious, and some jokes dragged on a little too long, and sometimes it got a little too awkward. But as a whole, this is still this is a very funny comedy. It's not the best comedy. Is it one of the best comedies this decade so far? Maybe. I mean, we're a little more than halfway through the decade already. Yeah. Now, this is a pretty good fun. This is one of the best ones I've seen so far this year. It's very funny. I do recommend you watch if you're a fan of Paul Feig and Melissa McCarthy, and if you're a fan of Bridesmaids. Overall, if you're a fan of any people, and overall, if you just want to see it, just go ahead. If you want something to see some other Jurassic World, if you're not looking forward to Inside Out, if you don't want to see that, or you want to see it with some sort of kids, whatever, but you don't want to see it by yourself, because I mean, come on, Pixar does appeal to adults. Then see this. Just go see it if you want to. I recommend you see it. It's very funny. I recommend it. You'll have fun. And to be honest, my favorite performance, well, I don't know. I mean, McCarthy's great, so is Byrne, and Statham. They're all great. I love the action sequences. Sometimes she would talk in some scenes, and sometimes I think that sometimes it would help aid the comedy, but at the same time it would also feel a bit of a distraction. She wasn't really all the time annoying. She wasn't really annoying. She got a little ridiculous, but overall I had fun with this movie. Go see it. 4.5 out of 5. I'm sorry I couldn't give you guys a 5 out of 5. I mean, I just had a few issues with this movie as a whole. It doesn't really do anything. Also, it is a little cliche. Also, it has cliches. So it's nothing new. But I do like the comedic take on it. And overall, I had a lot of fun. I laughed a lot. And overall, I did enjoy this. I had a lot of fun. Go see it. You won't be disappointed. Anyways, guys, my review for The Spy comment below. Have you seen it? What do you think about it? What is your favorite collaboration between Paul Feig and Melissa McCarthy? It'll obviously be Bridesmaids. Seriously, count me on that. I hope you've seen it and have a good time. Comment below and subscribe to my channel for more videos.